Hello, 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 everybody. Sorry for missing yesterday. I ended up passing out way earlier than I usually do, but I kind of fucked up my sleep schedule prior. Anywho's, let's get right into this. Play a little bit of Genshin. I'm gonna do some of the new story stuff they put out. I actually haven't done any of it myself, and so forgot to need to turn the music back on for this. Yeah, I haven't done any of the story mode. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing all that, and all the daily stuff. The usual. Oh, about 160. I'm near a ley line, so we're actually gonna do the ley line first. Oh, after we turn music back on. So, usually keep it at like 6. Hope everyone's having a good day today. I am, especially now that I'm sitting much more comfortably than I normally am. That chair that my mom ordered for me for my birthday a month ago. The Texorcist. Oh, the typing tutor thing. Neat. Thanks, Epic, for randomly just showing me that for no fucking reason. Shit. Oof.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh shit. Ow. That's a
Wouldn't
fair
gliding
amount
be
of damage.
faster?
God damn it. Let's kill. Damn luck when it comes to actually ending this. Come on, how the hell? How do I get any more accurate than that? Dude, this is such bullshit. Whatever. Word. Well, now I've got... Actually, we need to go to here. I'm assuming it happened. Yeah, since it takes place down here. Actually, let's jump to a statue real quick, heal, and then we'll jump back to that spot. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Epic. Thank you, Epic. Very cool. What the hell? Why did it actually come up? Dude, I don't care, and I can't... Oh my god, dude. Oh, what the fuck? Glenn's playing some... Even Glenn's playing Destiny 2 now? What in the hell?
Brace yourself.
By the way, Destiny 2 happening probably second half tomorrow, and then all weekend. Basically, if I'm playing it, I'm just gonna throw it up. I'm just gonna throw the stream up because fuck it, why not? So yeah, Destiny 2 all weekend. Finally getting the Beyond Light stuff. I've actually been avoiding people's videos and streams about it just to avoid spoilers and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing Beyond Light this weekend, so that'll be pretty fun. Teleporto. should have closed my fucking... Although, honestly, it gets so hot in here when I fucking close that window, dude. I just wish the people outside would just, I don't know, die. That would be cool. I mean, that would be preferable. If they all just fucking died of the liver cirrhosis, that's inevitably going to kill them anyway.
Let's play.
You know what? Screw it. We need some masks. We need hilly chill. We need some dead hilly chills. So let's get it.
Think you can get away? Let's play.
Not sure why that missed, but okay. Yeet.
Here we go.
Yep, that's exactly where I wanted that. Good job, Venti. You did it. Ooh. Actually, we need to mark this shit on our map because we don't have it marked, and that's it. Oh my god, I hate this fucking mouse, the scroll wheel. I hate that it came broken, but whatever, it was free, I guess. Holy shit, dude. They need to die. They just need to fucking die. Hold on a second. I need to fucking do something. I need to at least close the window a little bit and probably run the fan so it's louder than them. Fucking pieces of shit. Yep, I'll fix them. Stupid fucking drunks. Also, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do because, dude, this is also like the third time this has happened since 1.1. I don't know what the fuck is up with this. Like, what the hell? That's... I mean, luckily I know what I'm doing anyway, but... Also, reason a billion why this game is better than Breath of the Wild, I can climb while it's raining. What?
Look up there. That's the Jade Chamber. This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is. Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
It's really not gonna go away. Come on, man. What the hell? I mean, I'm assuming... yeah, I can't... There's no way to actually reload it, so whatever. It's just gonna be messed up. Cool. Thanks, Genshin. Thanks, MiHoYo. You're the best. Yeah. I already know what to do.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way.
Yep. Wee.
It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? Oh, right. This method does seem a bit unsafe. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong
Hey, the
Ballista
ballista actually has a
another
point.
way up nearby.
Cool, can I just open this chest? That's honestly all I wanted to do since you started talking. Oh. What a piece of shit chest. Oh, there we go. I got stuff. Alright, okay, I was gonna say, like, wow, what the hell? I didn't even get anything out of that. I just have the 2 Primo, but no, they actually give me stuff too. Wow, dude, even after it reloaded, it's still all fucked up. My god, dude, that's so dumb. Am I have to gonna restart my whole goddamn client just to get that to go away? Which would be the dumbest, but it wouldn't even surprise me if that was a thing. Oh shit. Well, I don't have whatever the fuck this is supposed to do. I don't. I don't have. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. I'll get it later. What a bunch of buttholes guarding it. I got some bad news for you. Do I still have to talk to these dinguses? Yeah, I guess so.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Shut up.
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
Paimon's just like, yo, fuck them up.
To arms! Take the target alive!
How is this dude not taking any? Oh, I see.
Time for takeoff.
Attack! Who goes there? Take the target alive!
Wouldn't cluck, here we go. Time for takeoff.
I too far over. Too far in. I should do it from like here.
Bested.
Yeah, goddamn right, bested. Bested by the best,
Stop.
bitch.
What's all this about?
Hey, it's Kaching.
Lady Coaching,
Catching,
these
whatever
two
the hell
strange
you said.
people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Who are you?
Bitch, we put it
calling
together.
strange?
The only fucking reason it's together right now is because of us, so you shut it. You stick that stupid pole armor up your ass, bitch.
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
We're
I am he who is I am.
Look for the Lyra Chisi. Who are you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night.
Ah, you're welcome.
I came here to investigate that occurrence.
Yeah, that was
These
us.
Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
Yeah, so step off, bitches.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway,
Thinking it's that hard,
how
Paimon.
Milliliths
Kill,
be able to
goddamn.
repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery,
That's pretty savage.
even to the Qixing.
That was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or
Huh.
at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber is the greatest honor. Each brings
Hey, Envy, how you
rich
doing,
gifts
dude?
as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor?
Huh.
But, wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
So we...
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Yeah, I've seen that and the new Xbox are like sold out everywhere. I kind of figured as much. I figured if you didn't pre-order or whatever, that it would be super difficult to find one.
Well, that Yu-Hung may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar frosted slime!
Oh, are they like putting them out for order online in like shifts and like different times and shit like that to like make it a little more fair? Oh wow, that's crazy. I mean, I guess it's not a terrible idea, but yeah, obviously it's gonna be coming to whoever has the fastest internet connection, basically, dude, because they're gonna go like that. But good luck, dude. I hope you can get one. Maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones that just happen to catch the refresh your page right at the right time and get it before everybody else and get that shit filled in and boom, send that fucker off and actually get a your order in. Oh, sick, sick. How many are they doing at a time? Do you know, or is it just like they put them up until they say they're sold out, which is got like you said, within like 3 to 5 minutes?
Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift?
Oh, cool. We get a new recipe.
Nope. But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka.
Yes, they put it. Yes. They need. I have a feeling they heard my feedback. Oh, and they're like, we need to find an excuse to have her say boom shakalaka again. Hold up, hold up. Hold up. Oh, damn it. I wish I would have known she was going to say it. I would have had the clip pulled up already. Son of a bitch. There it is.
Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one.
Yeah, I haven't done any of the missions yet. I was gonna do them yesterday, but I kind of slept through my same. I woke up with like at 9 o'clock, and I usually go to 9:30, so I'm like, crap. Yeah, I was just super tired after work, and I didn't realize how exactly tired I was. Thought I was just gonna be like, oh, I'll like pass out for like an hour or so, and then I ended up sleeping way longer. I actually just pulled a 5-star out of the main banner, and I got Chi-Chi. So, which is good, 'cause I definitely needed her, but I obviously still have to level her up and stuff. But yeah, and I've rolled 3 times since unlocking her, so only about 70 more to go until I'm guaranteed to get a 5-star, which is, I'm actually, honestly, it would be kind of cool to get
1, 2, breathe. 3.
Sheik and Diona. Oh, nice. Oh, you actually got Diona. Oh, wow, you're like one of the few people that I know that actually have pulled her. Like, I don't know, everybody. My coworker who I got to play this game pulled Tartaglia. Yeah, he's like, oh, I pulled Tartaglia. I'm like, you son of a bitch, dude. He got, so now he has Gigi, Jean, I think he has one more 5-star and Tartaglia. And I'm just like, yo, damn. Yeah, for real. And like I definitely put way more time and money into this fucking game. He said he spent money. He said he spent $30, which isn't too bad. But like, yeah, for like that's basically. Oh man, I wish I could get that much return on my fucking. I wish I could spend $10 and get a fucking 5-star. That would be awesome. I would have all the 5-stars right now. Oh man. I've spent way too much money on this game already, and I'm only gonna spend more money on it, so whatever. Actually, I'm probably not gonna spend too much anytime soon, mostly because I'm buying Beyond Light tomorrow for Destiny 2. I don't know if you play Destiny 2 at all, But if you do, and you have Beyond Light, and you want to do shit, I'm gonna be playing all weekend. So I'll probably do some Genshin stuff for the first half tomorrow, and then like start doing the Beyond Light stuff the second half of tomorrow's stream, and then just stream my progress all weekend.
Race you.
Oh wow, these are annoying. Wow, it's weird to have to just fight these things by itself. Yeah, it's kind of why I wanted to. I figure I'll be able to get through a good chunk of the story, if not all of the story today. I'll get through a good chunk of it and then just finish up if I have any more for tomorrow. Yeah, we're doing war shit all weekend for multiple games. Actually, speaking of war stuff, there's just this dude who does some really sick war videos for Destiny 2 called My Name is Bife,
Brace yourself.
and he's did one for the Godfall game that's coming out. The game that's kind of actually sort of looks like a cross between this and Destiny 2. Like it's kind of like it's funny because it's sort of when I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, that sort of looks like it would fill up both niches. Like. But it looks like a little. I don't know. I don't know exactly how open world it's gonna be. I have a feeling like something like this is way more of an open world, but it looks sick. Like the graphics and like the art style for it are really cool, and the gameplay looks fun. So I'll give it a shot. It looks pretty neat. Most of the people that I've seen talking about who have like gotten their hands on it have been saying it's pretty fun. So. Uh-oh.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear. And very
No, they're not. Yeah, you just can't get them right now. I assume they're coming back. I would assume at some point we'll get banners with them, especially both of them being Monstantian. Like you would they might even do that like once Isuna comes out, they might do like a thing for like the 5 stars of like the past regions or something. I don't know. Seems like something they might do. But yeah, no, currently you cannot get Venti or Klee, which really sucks because like I said, I got Gigi like 2 rolls after the reset. So like after 1-1 came out, so like honestly I'm kind of pissed because if I would have just rolled a couple more times on the Klee banner, there would have been a very good chance that I would have gotten Klee. And which really stinks because out of all the Catalyst users, she's one of the ones that I actually really enjoy using. So I'm kind of bummed I didn't get her. But I refuse to believe that there will be no chance to ever get those characters again. Like we just might have to wait a bit. I'm honestly more excited for Jinyan, the rocket chick, the 4-star, and the Zhongli banner. Like that's who I'm really want to get. Like out of all of the new characters that they announced for 1-1, that's the only character that I'm like, I definitely want to get this character. If I get any of the other ones, that would be cool. But she was the only character that I saw. I was like, dude, sick. Although I like the idea of Tartaglia being a multi-elemental user, and I hope that they use that idea for other characters down the line. That's a cool idea, like being able to switch back like from one element to another. Like that just adds such an interesting dynamic to team building that it would be really sick to do for more characters. Okay, what is this? Okay, there it is. See, sometimes it points to the enemies that aren't there. Alright, cool. Yeet. Look for ingredients that Paimon needs. Oh yeah, Paimon is the one that needs them. Oop. I got a fish. Is a fish taco shaped like a fish? Oh.
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure, dude. Deanna looks really cool. Like her kit's really neat. I like that she hates Dialog. Like, it's actually funny that she really is like the anti-Dialog.
Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
Well, looks like we're gonna beat up some treasure hoarders then. Hello, fellas.
Time for
How you doing?
takeoff.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
You're open.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at all these sweet flowers. Extra sweet, sweet flower? Oh, wow.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid,
Oh,
I
my
surely would
ass.
have rotted in
Whatever.
this cell.
Read enough of it.
Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Mung Dan, a supplier for
I'm Mung
Mingxing
Dan.
jewelry in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, cool. Give me
I
all the
often
gems I
walk
need
around
then.
these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me.
What a jerk.
Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
What? Why is that the only option? Why can't I press this dude for stuff? What the hell, man?
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Huh.
Of course we do. How
Yeah,
can
see,
one sell
Paimon,
antiques without
Paimon
gift
putting the
boxes?
squeeze on this man. He's like,
Mingxing
nah, 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 nah,
Jewelry,
nah,
we
nah.
have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations. Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know.
Don't listen to my blood,
We can go see
foolish
what
friend
you
over here.
require.
Give us stuff.
Great! Paimon Sugar Frosted Slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Sugar frosted slimes. Hell yeah, dude. I'm with Paimon on most things. I agree with like anytime, most of the time. She's just like trying to like press people and get like she's like, ooh, treasure? It's like, hell yeah, oh, ooh, treasure. And people are like, oh, but Paimon's evil one. It's like, yo, that's not even true. Although that would be pretty funny if that was the case. If Paimon ended up being the ultimate villain. What is attacking me? Oh. Hi. What the hell? Jeez.
Out of the frying pan.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, we're going back to Leeway Harbor. Oh, okay. Just to say, like, where? How far is this? Oh, I was fucking about to just run all the way there. I don't think so. What? Hi.
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him.
But how? Does nobody question?
Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle
Do
Mung.
they have carrier falcons that
Anything would
are like
happen
really,
to
really
them,
fast and stuff?
It would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned.
140 years isn't exactly that old. I mean, it's a couple generations, I guess, but.
Yep. It's great.
Yep.
Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Well, that was the most slopped together voice line that I've ever heard. Did you hear that? Can we borrow one more thing? Like, what the hell was that? You want to try again, buddy? You want to just re-record the whole thing as one go? What the fuck?
Sure, please help yourselves, as long as it's on our shelves.
I mean, I guess if you're an audio engineer and you only have so many lines to work with, you work with what you got, but my goodness, that was a slop job.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome.
Oh, they definitely are. You can tell. So I was listening to one of the characters that I have unlocked, and the audio quality of the recordings of their voice is just complete garbage. Like you can tell that like they just had a bad mic. Whoever recorded. Oh, I think it's Ningwa. Her. I think it may have been her. I can't remember who.
Be able to make a great snack.
But like you could hear like audio static in some of their voice lines. I'm like, oh, that's bad. And yeah, I get it. They're recording from home, but I mean, most of these people that they get are professional voice actors or like do voice work in other things. So just saying, if they can, if I can, I mean, they can get something like this. I mean, obviously they would get something much more. But honestly, it's not even that much to get something that makes you sound pretty decent.
Oh yes.
But
you might want to
some
use
of them,
these
it
two
really does
plastic
go to show that
flowers as
sometimes like
decorations,
some
too.
people who have like the acting chops just don't have, yeah, exactly, just don't have the technical know-how, and they just get the cheapest thing. They're like, oh well, I can talk to my kids with these, so I should be fine, right? No, you definitely should be recording in something a little bit, at least something with a pop filter, for fuck's sake, like, for the love of God.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful.
It actually does look pretty cool. What? What the?
Great. Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the
Okay.
chamber to see Ningguang.
That was funny because like that line made me think that I was gonna have to go do something else. But Paimon's like, yeah, I really don't care. We're still done. Whatever you say. Like, Paimon's the actual main character.
Jewelry's out of stock.
We're just along for the ride. How does this recommend I get the hell out of here? But yeah, oh yeah, who was it? I was actually gonna check real quick. Was it Ningguang?
I am Ningguang, Tianshin of Qixing.
No.
You wish to trade?
I figured they would have. I think it was one of the minor characters. I honestly don't remember who it was. I just remember listening to their voice lines and just like hearing like static, like lots of static. I was like, wow, dude, that's really bad. I need a bunch of more of these for cooking. I need a bunch of fish too. Got him. Oh, do you play with the Japanese audio? I would assume. I hear a lot of people say that they prefer. Yeah, that's. I played with it on for a little bit. It's not bad, but like I said, I like some of the incidental things that they say and stuff. Like, and it's funny because more and more action RPGs been doing that. Like Trials of Mana did that as well, where like they'll have like incidental things that the characters say that aren't subtitled. So I'm like, well, I mean that's neat and all, but I have no idea what the fuck you just said. So. Grab these for yeah, I was gonna say I have yet to listen to the Chinese outside of I've seen a couple of videos of like early beta stuff when like Chinese was just like that was the only language in it was in. So I've heard some of the like I've heard Chinese Paimon. It's actually ridiculously similar. Like it's actually really weird that they were able to find voices that sound pretty similar for Paimon. For like, I would say her English voice is definitely more different, but like her Chinese and her Japanese voice are very very similar. And obviously, her Japanese is the most popular because to hit Nandayo is like a fucking meme. So.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say.
Tenandayo. Boom shakalaka. See, that's the thing. She doesn't say boom shakalaka in Japanese though. And as far as I know, if she does, then I'm actually switching to Japanese right now because I want to hear that said with a Japanese accent on it, like more than anything. I'll re-roll a goddamn account just to hear it. Tenandayo. Yeah, yeah. Just I love the one the ear rape version. It's fucking hilarious. I just love that blew up and became a meme.
Convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
Yeah.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuang. What's going on here?
Oh shit. Yo, we better than guests, son. We got real business to take care of. It's business time. Hey, we actually see her in the story.
Returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting,
I love the leg dance thing that she does.
I hope you like it.
Little like butt dance. Like
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It
hey.
seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Not particularly.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft.
What about that other
And
place?
since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it.
Well, I guess you can't see it because you're above the clouds at that point, so it's almost too hard to see.
At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue.
That seems like it would be an inconvenience and kind of a like
One day,
take
I
food to
believe
take.
it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber.
Well, that's
But
because
I
I'm
have been
fucking
in
awesome. So.
correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you.
Hey, the Gene the dancing machine.
As such, I have been putting
Thanks,
eyes and ears
Jean.
out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Da-da!
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
Yee yee.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
Aight. Whoop whoop. Dang that walk animation though. I'm gonna start using Ningguang more often.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost.
I like that about.
In the
That's a
end,
bummer.
only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7.
Yo, is this like The Boys, but like before?
You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust.
Yeah.
It
Who's
is no
Homelander?
natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war.
By the way, if you haven't watched or read The Boys, both are the comic and the show are pretty awesome. Comic ends in a little ending is a little weird, but it's still pretty good. It's still really good. Like they both do a good job of parodying their own media. Yeah, The Boys is pretty sweet.
Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that.
So we just need to get
Another
something.
Lord of
Yeah.
Dio will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to
No, I
see
believe it was the
certain
Fatui.
repercussions?
I believe it was entirely the Fatui the entire fucking time. I never once thought it was anyone involved in Liyue.
That
The
day
Fatui are
at
fucking
Adrian Paris,
scumbags. Even
it was
even
also very
Child
sudden.
/ Tartaglia.
Even I was caught completely off guard.
I've not trusted him
You
since
were
the very
there.
beginning.
You, no doubt, saw.
That's another reason I kind of don't want him. Because I just don't like the character. Like, he's a cool... Like, his kit's sick, but I don't like the character. I think he's a fucking prick. Zhong Li's the man, though. Zhong Li's fucking hilarious. I don't know how you don't like... I don't know how someone... You'd have to have a strong argument to not like Zhong Li. Rather than... Unless you also don't ever carry money on you. In which case... to cover his... To cover his inevitable, like, oh hey, we can do that, sir. That costs money. Oh yeah, well I don't have any money, so you guys got that, right?
Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes
I should
scurry
probably
about.
pay attention to this because it's actually pretty important.
Who's
But
this enemy you're talking about?
the Fatui, he's goated. Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
What do you think?
That's why I'm way
Konami?
more interested in the next banner because it's him and Jinlan.
talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
Alright. Oh. What? Wait.
I need a more physically demanding job.
What? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming they're talking about Tartaglia. I don't know about
I've never seen such a fancy place before.
anybody else really that it could be. I just can't wait to
Easy
fight him.
to make yourself at home if you wish.
Because I'm assuming that's what his story is, and why you have to do this part first before you can do his story.
Can we really?
A little butt shake.
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Mm. Oh boy. Oh jeez. I can see the Dojins already. Oh, I know how I have fun.
That legendary war?
Jeez. Bow, 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 bow.
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the story.
I'm actually surprised there's not more World
Everyone's
34
after a piece
Ningla.
of
There
paper
might be
from
more
that
after
wall.
this.
It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching, you'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
Hey, I surmised the Fatui had a hand in these rumors.
Indeed. It seems
Yeah!
that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning.
I do.
I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Yeah, no, she's a 4-star. And it's funny because I've had her for a very long time, but I don't use her like almost ever. Apparently, she's very good if you actually level her and you get like constellations for her. But I just
Of course.
haven't put in the time to actually like learn exactly what to build and
Paimon's
stuff.
heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. I like direct people.
Me too.
Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if
Yo, Paimon gonna get us some fucking Mora?
Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one. Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich.
I know where that is.
Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Chising spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue, spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission?
Yeah, I mean it's very clear that whoever runs Fatui is trying to use the essence of each Archon in order to enter fucking the place that we're trying to get to, and I don't know, use it to obtain fucking crazy amounts of power or whatnot. I don't know. That seems pretty similar, which is actually really funny because I'm like, that's actually again going back to Trials of Mana. That's kind of similar to the plot of that. The idea is that they tried to open up the mana, like the mana stones, and use their power for them in order to take over the other nations and whatnot.
Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're like the missing piece and everything, and it's me and the sister chick who's now the Dark Princess and whatnot.
Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves.
Ding ding.
That's way out of Paimon's way. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Started making trouble in our neighborhood. Oh, hell yeah, 30 primo. Let's go. Actually, I think I have enough for another wish. Oh, hell yeah, I do. See, the only person I really want out of this banner is Beto, just because I don't have her yet. Or I technically don't have any of these characters, but I wouldn't mind her, but I don't know. I'd rather, especially for I don't know. I guess they're all 4-star, huh? Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind getting she seems pretty good. Although I already am up to my gills in electro users, so like I've already got a ton of them already. And junk. Whoa. Yeah. So that's 4 on that banner. Oh jeez. Got a whole new thing of. Oh nice. And we'll get more for doing for story stuff. So you should mark down the papers. So. Yeah.
Yahoo!
Whoop. Yeah, I still haven't checked out any like the city reputation stuff or anything like that. I haven't really looked too much. I would assume I've unlocked at least some of the things for it. Just oh man, I hate fighting these damn things. Michael Keaton. Oh shit, I missed. Ah shit.
And they look really mad at us too.
Oh yeah, obviously that's not gonna do too much.
Eat this! Time for takeoff. Wouldn't go. Yahoo!
Fuck you and your Geo Shield. Okay.
Ready, steady, go!
What the hell? Why am I doing no damage to this dude? I'm literally doing no damage to this guy.
Brace yourself.
Oh well, that's cool. Ideas? Oh, well, I guess that's what you're supposed to do.
Let the show begin.
Okay, drop, just drop. Oh my god, just drop. Fucking A. Really? Oh my god, dude, I really do fucking hate the fact that they just put enemies near the most, like fighting them is hard just not because they're difficult, but because I get myself stuck on the shit near them. Like, just position them better. Just put them out in the fucking open, for the love of god. This is such a fucking pain in the ass sometimes. Alright. What? Do I go down there? Where? Up. It says up. Oh, here we go.
There are so many talismans here.
Yeah.
And some stacks of blank paper too. What are they for? I haven't seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows.
So,
It looks just
yeah.
like the sigil of permission
They're trying to
the
make.
child gave you.
Oh.
But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous. And the plot thickens. We need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure.
Yeah, no shit. We definitely do.
Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhang Li soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Yeah, those guys are definitely kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. Those dudes that just fighting. Yeah. Zoom, zoom, stop, zoomity bop. Oh. I should check something real quick. Alrighty. I definitely don't want to awaken that if I can avoid it. Oh hey, and I can get this chest. Win, win. Okay, jeez, what a recovery animation. If I didn't know that, I was just dashed out. Holy moly. Eating mushrooms. Unless I need more Matsutakis as well. Oh hey, there he is. What up, Zon?
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive.
And expensive.
I've never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
Bitch, this is mine. Y'all kick me out, fine, but you motherfuckers will find somewhere else to do your goddamn meetings, 'cause this bitch is mine.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into and that they aren't to be trusted.
Well, she's right there.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Okay.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Chingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
Am I about to do a rhythm game, like a rhythm mini game thing? Because that would be actually pretty fun.
So how good is your singing?
I'm gonna say.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Oh, hey, a joculus. Oh, that seems like it'd be pretty easy to get to.
Time for takeoff.
But oh, god dang it. Oh, there we go. Oh, didn't even need to. Oh no, no, Pepper. Jump. There we go. Hey, got it. Doop de doop de doo. Oh, I found them.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da
Da da da da da da. You did Barbara's tune. That's awesome.
What happened? These flowers
Ah,
are
crap.
happy. They look really angry. Is it because you sing a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand Carolina?
That would actually be really funny. Yo, that's awesome though. I mean, I have Barbara right here too, so.
Go. Ready, steady, go. Nice.
I think it. Finish killing this one first. Oh my goodness. Holy crap.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
I mean, it's a catchy song, so I guess I don't blame him for getting it stuck in his head. Yeah, Barbara's shit.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a
Whooper flower.
flower.
Oh, Whopper flower. Oh yeah, technically Whopper, double piece. Whooper would be double O.
Strange. These petals look interesting.
It's a Whopper flower, you know, it's pretty decent, but unfortunately the place that you go to is degenerated in quality over the past years, and so you don't even want to walk into one anymore.
The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all.
Shit, I used to go to Burger King all the time, but it's such a shithole. Like every single one that I've ever been into the last couple of years, every single one I go to is just a complete shithole. I was like, what happened to this place?
Unfortunately,
I mean, it never used to be like the pinnacle of restaurants or anything, but it used to have some sort of quality, and then this is gone to hell.
That's so lame.
Gone the way of the Waffle House.
Excuse me.
Hey, it's the half-adept chick that we're probably eventually gonna end up playing as a maybe.
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Yeah, I know, because they friggin' dude, that's that presentation thing that they did for 1.1 was so ridiculous because they spoiled they basically spoiled this whole story that's going on. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? They're like, and it's funny too because it started off as like, you remember? I'm like, no, I haven't done any of this. Like, is this a thing that I just somehow missed? Even though like the story is my main focus of this game, and so it would be very weird that I missed it. Like, what the fuck? Like, now we're just gonna spoil the first half of 1.1 story for you. Fuck it. Like, okay, thanks, dickheads.
Oh, hey, it's...
You!
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds
Hey,
me. How was your
you!
visit to the Jade Chamber?
The old Seinfeld joke. That's actually a great episode. Oh! What the hell was her name? I can't remember. It was, it rhymes with vulva, though. That was the whole thing.
Well, it sure
That
would
was
have
like the
been
butt of
better
the
if you
whole
told
joke.
us how to get up there.
Good old Seinfeld.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
I mean, not really.
Nope. We found the way on our own. Oh, I see.
I actually kind of hope that she's a polearm user as well, because it looks like she's got Animo for element, and it would be cool to have an Animo polearms user since we don't. Oh wait, yeah, we do. Fucking Zhao, except for he's not in the game yet either. Duh. So what? Greatsword? Yeah, we don't have a greatsword user yet for Animo.
I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Whoops.
Something seems a little off about Gandhi.
Oh no, never mind. It's Cryo. Oh, never mind. Oh. I guess she just really has more of a.
First time we met.
Oh, it's probably gonna be Gigi's Shishi's person that works for in the pharmacy, because he had one. He had a vision, dendro vision on him. But which is really weird because unless we come back, yeah, I have no idea. I have the foggiest idea. I would think that at least one of the dendro users will be like healing based, just because it seems like all of the enemies that have it or use its powers have healing abilities, so. But I have no idea. But I did notice that they specifically had that character walking around with with a dendro vision on him. So I'm like, well, if they don't make that person playable at some point, I don't understand why the hell they would even bother putting that on him. But like I said, it's kind of weird because it seems like they're sort of wrapping up with Leeway. But I guess technically they could add Leeway and Mondstadt characters in 1-2 since we're only going to Dragonspine, which is in the middle. Though I would also assume that's when we're getting Zhao, is in 1-2.
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
Ah, neat.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis.
Hey.
But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
So he was one of the last of like the old ways of. So, well, then that means there's only one left, and one would have to assume that that might be the Cryo Archon, and that's why they're like, yo, fuck this shit, fuck these noobs.
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only
Oh!
Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
Never mind, Barbados is the only one. Really? Oh wow! So all I figured the way that they kind of picture like they set up Barbatos and just Venti, it seemed like he was one of the later ones, but I guess he's one of the I think he was. I think he was one of the later of the original 7, but he still was one of the part of the original 7. It's like when Justice League went from Justice League Unlimited and they started changing out all the main characters and shit, and all that was left was Superbats.
The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago.
Yo, I can't wait to meet the Inazuma Shogun. I like that they sort of they tease us with them. It's just like, oh yeah, by the way, might be somebody you see somewhat close down the line.
Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro.
Huh.
He is merely 500 years old.
Only?
Whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing.
I do kind of like that we're getting this like feature war.
This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment
I
it was
stream.
first founded
I'm gonna be
700
streaming
years
until
ago.
9, so for at
The
least
city
another
has now
hour or
had to
so.
bid
So
farewell to its
I'll
deity.
be here when you get back. I usually go till like around 9:30. So, and it's just about 8 my time now.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal,
Back itches.
I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without
Try
Rex
skin.
Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
So yeah, now what do we do? Do we drop a new contract, or do we figure something else to do?
Huh? Did you just say as an Adeptus?
Yeah.
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chinin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
Oh shit.
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
Thanks.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished.
Yay.
Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Sweet, sweet. Oh, actually, I'm gonna click on screen for that sweet flower. Oh, and I just can't see. Yeah. Alright, now the way Actually, gonna take it off. Yeah.
Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and... the Fatui?
Pissed off at Tui.
You're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, We've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what did Xiangli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
I got a teleport waypoint? Huh, alright then. Oh. Actually, where I should go is here. Heal up real quick. People pinging. Oh. Almost just exited out the whole client. Whoops. That would have sucked. Still didn't have the ability to pet dogs. What the hell, miHoYo?
Here we go.
Whoop. 35? Yeah, I think we got this.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora!
Oh wow, holy shit.
This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
It's like fucking Huel and Bill Burr's character in Breaking Bad laying on fucking Walt's money.
Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
Ding ding.
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Okay, how many shots does he actually get before he... the fuck?
Ready, steady, go!
Cowering already?
Shit. He's too much stamina.
Try this.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourself.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh shit.
Poor timing. A fine opportunity. Passable effort.
Nice and
Shit, this fight's actually harder than I thought it'd be.
Let the show begin!
Run all you like. How unbecoming.
We literally just walk around them, I don't even have to run. I was wasting stamina running.
You've made some progress. Guess I should take you more serious. Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, Show me what you can do against the might of a harbinger.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Oh. You get to heal. It's only fair that I get to.
Has your luck run out?
Nice and spicy.
Oh shit.
Let the show begin.
Oh shit, I don't know why I'm not letting. Yeah, I was gonna say I should have been standing closer.
You've got some skills.
My electricity is stronger than you, motherfucker. You shitty ginger.
The price of a single sleep. I taste blood. No use hiding back there.
Let me
Whoa.
sleep a while.
Oh yeah, Barbara, right. Ha, I cheat. Fuck you.
Has your luck run out?
I don't know, has yours? What? I won that fight though.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Rasen gone, motherfucker. Zhongli?
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing it to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. Huh?
Nope, you won't.
I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you!
Oh shit. Yo, let's go.
The Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now. Don't make me take it from you.
Oh, I think you're gonna have to take it from me, buddy. Any excuse to fight your dumb ass is good enough for me. I don't have your stupid Gnosis or whatever, but if I have an excuse to kick your ass again, then I'll take it.
Nice and spicy. Let's play. Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Fucking pansy. Oh, what the hell?
Take
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Ooh.
Let the show
Die
begin.
here.
I don't think so, Jim. I don't think so, Tim. Whoa. Crap.
Let's play.
Ow.
Yeah.
46 seconds.
Here we go.
Die here.
Ten seconds. Ow. Shit. Oh shit. 2, Q, 1. Fuck. Wow. Holy crap. Crap.
Think you can get away? Yahoo! Wouldn't go. Help!
Die here.
Here we go.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Are you
no.
fucking...
My lyre is broken.
Where? Come on, you cheating fuck. Just die already. Admit that you lost. Admit that you're not good. And fucking piss off.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Senora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
'Cause I'm fucking awesome. That's why.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity.
Yeah.
This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Look at Paimon, making the most sense of any other fucking character. Shit.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons.
Never change Paimon. You're the best.
Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with.
It's almost like that the Gnosis is part of the spiritual being of Rex Lapis himself, and so that when his spirit passed along with his body from his body, that so did his Gnosis. Gee, I don't know.
In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
See, I kind of thought this as well.
Yes.
It's
it
very
appears
obvious.
so.
It was
Interesting
kind of
to see
obvious
the
from the
least.
very beginning that it's, you know, it's only is, because how else would he know all of this shit? Have no Mora or anything like that. It's pretty obvious that.
It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. I seldom willingly mingle with any dull and boring weaklings who think otherwise. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex.
That's not
who was
good.
defeated by Morax,
Yeah.
the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves
Yeah.
by the Geo-Archon stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Oh shit.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast! What's going on? Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Hola, hola.
Hold on. It's the Adept guy. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Qixing, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? Wait, all of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
Well then, let's do it.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it.
Whoop. Hell yeah, let's do it.
We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
Oh shit, son.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
That's not the sword I have on him.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista.
Okay, I was gonna say, hopefully they heal me, or...
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in
See,
several
this is
millennia.
annoying. I hate when I have to protect something and like you just can't pull aggro. You just don't pull aggro. There is no aggro system. They're just programmed to go after a certain thing and they just do it.
Here we go.
Can you die, you big fat fuck? Alright. Where are the next enemies coming from?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Oh, well, thanks for the heads up, I suppose.
Oh, protect us? Yeah.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
Oh, they are. Oh, they are.
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children? Don't lose
What the fuck?
Here, take this.
Adeptal energy. That light from your body. It's like a time and Julian cars. Whoa.
Yo, it's the light from the Traveler.
Shockwave. This grid is really strong.
Get back!
Here we go. With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what one is like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Oh, awesome. We have unlimited fucking stam too. This is sick. Oh, not unlimited, but substantially lower consumption of it. Yeah, fuck 'em up.
Strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Here we go.
This is it.
Ready, steady, go. Time for takeoff.
I do
afterwards. If we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Get back! Ready, steady, go! Time for takeoff.
Okay, that was just dumb. What the hell? Why? Why did it do it that way?
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Heck yeah.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Giant fucking beam!
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Oh shit.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Oh shit.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liu Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liu means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier. I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Yeah.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing?
Yep.
No idea where Zhang Li's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, obviously we have to go.
Ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, that's what Jimmy was talking about.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
Oh, and what the hell is that?
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Oh, you're a piece of shit. One thing I do need to do real quick is copy that, and now you're banned.
Feel free to take a look around.
Finally, a seat with a view.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Oh, shit.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but Why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Chising, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague Child, just as I had requested. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, Traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Chising. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Ah, fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
So, are you buying or not? Auto reconfiguration.
I don't know how to get there, and the one time I hit, like, could you really just fucking no? Alright, whatever. Just gonna hope this is the right way.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really...
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin... There's
don't
only
care.
one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that...
Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows?
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui...
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's...
Yes, and to think that this happened right...
Say, do you think the person who assassinated...
Now that you mention it, I mean, it all fits together. That person... Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person be...
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith of...
Yeah. people are stupid. Fantastic. We know.
Hear ye all, the Chising's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Daimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Chising always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
1 billion mora.
Whoa!
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Haha.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
Why, you? Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite? There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
Has Dingle not showed up to his own funeral?
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinya kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Shinya kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you aren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
Right, yeah.
Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the thousand-armed, hundred-eyed god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Well, that's retarded.
That's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common-sense idea. It's a shame.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Yeah, like the next patch, or next 2 updates. Yay! Oh, we still can't do this? Oh, there we go, now we can, yeah. Well, we're gonna be doing Child Story and all that crap tomorrow, and then we'll start up with Beyond Light afterwards. Sounds like a plan, my man. But I'm at my 3-hour mark. That's usually when I call it quits, and I'm gonna. Y'all have a great night. I'll catch you later.